Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another video in which we are going to write Python program to sort numbers using insertion sort algorithm. So guys, the insertion sort is a simple sorting algorithm that works similar to the way you sort playing cards in your hands. So guys, we are going to check this with the help of example as well. Now the array is virtually split into a sorted and an unsorted part. So basically whatever list of numbers that we have originally, it will be splitted into sorted and unsorted part. Now the values from the unsorted part are picked and placed at the correct position in the sorted part. So guys, for example, as you can see over here, we have the list1 variable and this is the list of numbers that we are having. So after the first pass, the list1, it will be equal to, as you can see, this is the list of numbers. So what has happened over here is we are taking the first element as the sorted part, in this case by default, and then the remaining numbers, that is starting from the second position up to the last position, it is the unsorted part. Now in the first pass, we take the numbers from the unsorted part. So the first number, it is 11. So this, if it is less than number in the sorted part over here, then we need to swap both the numbers. So over here, as you can see, list1, it is equal to the 11 number that was at the second position has come to the first position now, since 11 is less than 12 and 12 has gone to the second position over here. Now guys, we have these two numbers as the sorted part now and the other three numbers as the unsorted part. Now again, this first number in the unsorted part over here, that is 13, it will be compared with the 12. So whether it is less than 12 or not, no in this case. So the position will remain same over here. So now 11, 12 and 13 will belong to the sorted part, and then we have 5 and 6 as the unsorted part. Now again, this 5 number will be taken and then it will be checked whether it is less than 13. Yes, it is. So it will be placed over here at the third position. Again, this 5 will be compared with the previous number, that is 12. So it is less. So over here again, it is at the second position now, and then in the end, again 5 is less than 11. So over here we have swapped both the positions. So ultimately we have got 5, 11, 12, 13 as the sorted part, and the last element, that is 6, again it is belonging to the unsorted part. Now guys, the same procedure happens with this unsorted part again, which is having just one element now. It will be compared with the previous element, that is 13. So it is less. So over here 6 has come over here. Then again 6 is less than 12. So it has come to this position. Again 6 is less than 11. So it has come to this position. In the end, 6 is not less than 5. So this position remains same. And then ultimately we have got all the elements in the sorted part, and there is no other element that is remaining in the unsorted part now. So the entire list is sorted now using the insertion sort. So guys, let us check the implementation of this insertion sort algorithm using the Python program in VS Code. So guys, over here what we will do is we will take the list1 as the variable name, and let us take the same list over here that we have seen just now. So I'll just copy this and paste this over here, and then what we will be doing is we will print the original list over here. So we say original list and then colon, and then we have list1 in this case. And then guys, what we will be doing is we will be sorting this original list. So we will print again the sorted list over here. So we say sorted list, and then what we can do is we will have a function that will be used in order to implement the insertion sort, and the function name will be insertion underscore sort over here. It will take one parameter, which will be the list1 itself. So this list we are going to pass as a parameter to this function, that is insertion sort. So guys, we are going to define this function now. So before this list1, what we can do is we can have the def keyword followed by the insertion sort, that is the function name over here, and then the parameter, it will be list1 again, which will be passed when we are calling this function, that is insertion sort. And then guys, what we can do is we have to iterate through the unsorted part over here. So the unsorted part is starting from the second element up to the last element, and the sorted part by default is the first element that we are considering. So over here we will have the for loop. It goes as I in range, and then the range will go from 1, because guys, we are going to iterate the unsorted part, which is starting at the position 1 over here. The sorted part currently is at the 0th position. So 1 up to the length of this list. So over here 1 comma, and then we have the length function, that is len, which is taking the parameter, that is list1 over here. So guys, it will go from 1 up to the length of list, which is 5 right now. 1 comma 5 will be 1, 2, 3 and then 4. So it will go up to 4 because the last element, that is the number 5, will not be considered. It is excluded from the range function. Guys, after this we will have colon, and then guys what we have to do is we have to store this element, that is at the ith position, in a temporary variable. So we can simply have the temp variable, and then we have list 1 with the index I over here. So guys, basically we have stored this first element in the unsorted array in the temp variable over here. Now next what we will be doing is we will have another index, that is j. Initially it will be I minus 1. So over here the previous position, that is the position before ith element, the ith element is at the second position right now. The previous position, that is j, it will be equal to I minus 1 currently. So j is being pointed to this particular element. Now guys, what we have to do is we have to iterate through all the jth element until it is greater than or equal to 0, and we also need to compare whether this element in the unsorted part, is it less than the element that is present in the sorted array. So what we can do is simply we can have the while loop, and then j, it is greater than or equal to 0. One at a time we are going to decrement the value of j right now over here, and that is why we are checking whether it is greater than or equal to 0, and then followed by the AND operator, and the condition that we need to check is whether this element, is it less than this element over here. So this element, that is 11, it was being stored in the temp variable. So we can say temp, is it less than the value that is present at the jth index. So over here it will be list 1 of the index, that is j in this case. So guys, in this condition j is greater than or equal to 0. Yes it is, because it is pointing to 12 right now. And temp, which is having the value of 11 right now, is it less than list 1 of j, which is 12? Yes it is. So this condition is getting satisfied. So what we will do is we will assign this value, that is 12, to this position, that is 11, that is at the second position right now. So over here we can simply have list of, in terms of j, it will be j plus 1, that is j currently is pointing to this position. We need to use j plus 1 over here and assign this position the value that is same as list of j. So list 1 of j plus 1, in this case it is equal to list 1 of j this time. So guys, over here what we are doing is the first position is having the value that is 12, the second position is also having the value that is 12 right now, and then after this what we can do is we have to decrement the value of j by 1. So j minus, it is equal to 1. So guys, this is same as j, it is equal to j minus 1, which means we are going to the index that is previous to this index. So it will go to minus 1 over here, and then after this we have to come out of the while loop. Now guys, these elements are, the first element is 12 and the second element is also 12, and then we have 13, 5 and then 6. Now guys, the value of j, it will be equal to minus 1 this time. So the control flow will not go over here since j is not greater than or equal to 0. So we come out of the while loop, and after coming out of the while loop what we have to do is, since j value is minus 1, we have to do j plus 1 so that we come to the 0th position over here. So list of j plus 1 this time. So we have j plus 1, it is equal to this second element which was present in the temp variable. We need to assign it to this position over here, that will be the first position. So over here we will say temp in this case. So guys, basically what we have done is inside the sorted array we have provided one of the elements from the unsorted array, and now after this first pass, that is after this first iteration of the outer for loop, we will have two numbers in the sorted part over here, and then again next time in the second pass what will happen is list 1 of I will be taken, in which case this third element will be taken, and then again inside the while loop it will be checked whether this third element, is it less than the elements that are present in the sorted array, and then accordingly the position of this third element will be fixed. So guys, after the end of this for loop over here, after this for loop what we can simply do is we can return this list. So over here we say return list 1 in this case. So guys, basically after this for loop we will have the entire array being sorted. So let me just save this file now and try running this code. So as you can see, we got original list as 12, 11, 13, 5, 6 and then sorted list as 5, 6, 11, 12 and then 13. So guys, this is the way that we can implement insertion sort algorithm using Python program. It is one of the efficient code in order to sort the list of numbers compared to the bubble sort that we have seen previously. One element at a time we take from the unsorted part and fix it at the correct position inside the sorted array over here, and then ultimately after the end of this outer for loop we will get entire list being sorted. Now guys, let us see another example of the list of elements over here. Let's say we have 90 and then followed by 100 and then comma and then negative 10, and then let's say we have negative 3 and then let's say we have 54 in this case. Let me just save this file now and try running this code once again. So as you can see, we have got the original list over here. The sorted list is negative 10, negative 3 and then 54, 90 and then 100. So guys, we have the sorted list over here once again. So guys, please make sure that you practice on your own so that on different inputs you get different outputs. Make sure that you like this video so that it reaches to more people, and subscribe to the channel so that you get the notifications on upcoming videos as well. The next video that we are going to talk about is Python program to print pyramid star pattern. So stay tuned.